Hey, this is Craig. It is day 7 of a 30-day video challenge. I began this challenge just about a week ago, where I set out with a goal to get better at talking on camera. So, this is day 7, and today I'm trying something a little bit different with my camera setup. I'm using my iPhone 14 Pro and using what they call the continuity camera that basically connects to my Mac. That's not really anything new, that's just kind of some baseline information. But what I did change was some of the settings on the camera to utilize the main lens instead of an ultra wide lens. And so I'm using that today to kind of see what kind of effect it brings and see if I like it better or if I'll go back to the ultra wide lens. For today's topic, I wanted to talk about how do we as creators create some sort of separation between the opinions of those people watching, reading, listening to our creative works and ourselves. Because as a creator, we are we long to create. It is not something we do just because it's our job. Some people do, but people that truly love to create for the sense of creating do not do this just because it's their job. They do this because they can't help but create. I started thinking about this evening and I decided to try to come up with what I think about this. And I'm kind of sharing this in the moment as we have this discussion. What exactly is behind the motivation for a creator? In psychology, there's a couple of different terms that they use to describe different motivators as to why a person would do what they do. I wanted to get that definition as just something that would be helpful to kind of lay a groundwork. So forgive me if I'm reading something. What is intrinsic and what is extrinsic motivation? And this is according to verywellmind.com. And they say that intrinsic motivation is when you engage in a behavior because you find it rewarding. You're performing an activity for its own sake rather than from the desire for some external reward. The behavior itself is its own reward. Where extrinsic motivation is when you're motivated to perform a behavior or engage in an activity because we want to earn a reward or avoid punishment. You will engage in behavior not because you enjoy it or because you find it satisfying, but because you expect to get something in return or avoid something unpleasant. Hopefully, that serves to give us a baseline definition for our discussion here. And so, as creators, when we write and put something out into the world, we are being brave, we're being courageous, we're making a statement. Hopefully, you're writing something that is not just something to fill the void. Hopefully, you're doing something that is not going to just be baseline agreeable with everybody. You're going to say some opinions that you have, or like depending on what you're writing for, if it's for yourself or for another organization. But you're going to say some things that people are going to disagree with when you write anything. So if you make a video and you make any kind of statements that are unique, you're going to say stuff and show stuff that people are going to disagree with. Likewise, if you make music and you make something that is unique and maybe inspired by some of your favorite artists, you're going to come up with something original of your own. You are going to put yourself out there, and some people are going to like it, and some people are going to hate it. Anytime we create something, we are taking a brave risk and putting it out there for the world to judge. I find that this is a really difficult process, not just for myself, but for all creators. Process for creators, for anyone who puts something creative out into the world, we are going to find that people, they either like our work, they hate our work, or they're somewhere in between. They don't care. It's non consequential to them. And so people are going to have opinions about what we put out into the world. And as creators, we need to continue to create. This is what we do. This is who we are. And this is not just a job, it is something that is a part of us. And so if we don't learn how to properly deal with input, with feedback from the general public, for anonymous people on the internet, if we don't learn how to deal with that, it can take us out. It can keep us from creating. It can cause us to play it safe whenever we're creating anything. It can impact us negatively. And so it's really important that we figure this out, how to properly deal with, positive and negative feedback from people, whether we know them or not. This is a big topic that I think I'll have to address in multiple videos, and I won't be able to address it here in just one, but it's one I wanted to, but here I wanted to start the discussion. Again, this is day 7. I've made it a week. Woo! Yay! So I made it 1 week. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video. Talk to you tomorrow.